Okay, they're gonna work over there and get rid of that bike.
Get rid of soft tail trash.
So here's that fancy rag. See, get over here.
What's that?
Come over here, dummy.
Oh, is this your oil rag?
That's your rag. Rag on? Light on? There's a light. So these are Walmart. They're not cotton, they're plastic. But they don't have any lint. They absorb moisture just like a real towel.
They absorb water? Plastic usually doesn't. Those
Probably not, but I don't care. I don't work on water. These absorb water, but I don't think these do. So these here still have lint, even though you clean them. They still have lint.
Yeah, for sure.
They have texture to them to help clean stuff. This has texture too, and also not as much, but it has some. So this basically works like a rag, and it's a throwaway. So EPA is happy because you don't have any chemicals in your building. It's all in a dump where it belongs. Oh, but we can't put oil in a dump though. Well, you can take dirty rags and put them in a dump. That makes perfect sense to somebody. At least in California. I don't know what they do here in Nevada. So anyway, Walmart has these. It's like 20, 30 bucks for a big roll of these damn things, and they work great. I like them. And what I like is they don't get instantly wet like a Scott towel is.
Right.
As soon as you touch a Scott towel, it's just wet. It just doesn't have any mass to it. This actually has a lot of holding mass. So it works pretty good. And they don't tear. These are strong. Not a good part. Okay, so I'm emptying out my toolbox here. So I got an assortment set of pliers. I got a water pump, needle-nose. I got my Nip Picks fancy ones here. Got the crescent, and I got the big Nip Picks crescent, basically. It goes whatever size you want. This one pulls straight, so it sits flat all the time. So this actually works like a crescent wrench, even though it's a plier. I got the vice grips over here if we need them, real vice grips. I got my screwdriver, my tire irons back there. I got my little fingers here in case he drops his damn balls and can't find them on the ground. That'll get him. And then we got a magnet. So we'll get some other small stuff he can't find. These are all problems we had last year when he had no tools. I got a scraper that actually scrapes. So we gotta have that. Of course we have our hammers. We got the Nipix cut-off screws for making screws. I actually did use that for screws the other day. So that works pretty good. It's just basically a heavy-duty dike. And I got the assortment of screwdrivers. Phillips Inch-Stroke blade. So we're missing the medium. There's the medium. Boom. So there's my go-to pliers. This is my real fine one for carburation work. I don't really want to do any of that. So I got my small flat blade, medium flat blade, and large flat blade, and then we got two different Phillipses. So that's my screwdriver selection I use for everything. I threw that in there so I have it, but I don't usually have it in here. Here's another pair. Here's another Nipnix small little channel lock plier. Except these don't pinch your fingers like channel locks. Channel locks actually pinch your fingers on there, see? Gotta have your flashlight. Mandatory Allens. Only American because we don't work in Jap bars. Here's my original proto ones that I broke, but I still keep them in the bucket because I like them. These are a lot smaller than these other little small ones we had. See, that's small, that gets in the way of everything. Those work good, but I like these. Gotta have your torque wrench. Your big ratchet, small ratchet. 7/16 through the 13/16 sockets, and the wrenches go up to 3/4. We got our 7/8 up here for our old spark plug socket. Everybody's discontinuing now because they don't like the big 13/16 sockets anymore. So now they got 5/8. So I'm starting to carry my 5/8 socket one in here. Now socket ones have, or spark plug, they have a little rubber in there that holds the plug in there so you don't drop it. The small one takes a 5/8 wrench. So they're like I said, they're discontinuing this after 100 years. They're trying to get rid of that damn thing. I don't know why. So, gotta have your double box wrench so you can torque stuff. And I got the old one, I got the new one. And you got to have your Allen sockets or using Allens. And that's pretty much all the tools you need. Work on most all your bike. And obviously you gotta have a nice ball peen hammer that's beat smooth so you don't leave many more marks. And you gotta have your plastic hammer to beat the tar out of someone's head when they screw up. This one's getting to be vintage, it's getting broken, it's getting to be time for a new tip. So this is the hard tip, this is the soft side. So the soft one is getting pretty torn up. It's getting time to replace that again. Now I forget what brand this thing was, but I modified it and put snap-on rubbers on it. These just unscrew. To get me a new one of those pretty soon. So anyway, that's what you need. And then over here we got our quarter drive socket set. My Daytona Special. So you gotta have that. Those are mandatory. I use those a lot. So there you go. That's all the appropriate stuff that you need to work on Harleys.
This here from here, right?
And if you need anything other than that, we're going to go raid his toolbox over there and see if we can find anything. I thought I bought over my, I got another box of tools over there.
One, head from that top one, right?
It's going to make a loud noise in a minute.
1, 2.
I'll be right.
Some sort of rust belt in the mountains.
Stuff that I don't have anymore.
These guys are picking on me badly again. And I came over here to help them for free, and I'm not to charge them now. Okay.
You stay here, this is costing.
Well, I got room and board.
Room and board, yeah. Steak and freaking.
Oh, there goes the noise. All right, we're back. I keep making noise over here for no reason. We had to open the door up because Fred was in here again. So I made the mistake. I walked around the front of the bike. I gotta get back over here. So anyway, we got some new lapping sticks because we're going to work on his heads. We're going to pull the topping off and work on the heads. But there's another set of heads over there in the corner, right there. So we got some lapping tools. I brought up my valve spring compressor right here. I'm taking it apart. So, that was extra things we brought. This here is the jump start and air compressor built-in combo, which works really good. I just picked that up and I like it. It's a 6,000 size jumper, too, it's big. She's got some bad wheel bearings. So we got a brand new wheel bearing tool here. Remover installer set. This basically, I think, is a copy of my gems tool. It looks like this part is, so I haven't actually set this up yet. So we're going to try that out when we do some wheel bearing changes. So we'll see how nicely that works or not. If I don't like it, I'll be letting you know, that's for damn sure. So we got that. And then I got a big box of other stuff here. It's a fancy rear axle tool for a road turd. 2,000 and up. So that gets there across the top of the muffler a little bit because it's got a little offset to it. So we'll see if that works on his bike or not. This is my caliper. Wrapped up to protect it. So there's our digital calipers there. We're going to screw that up obviously. Keep that towards there won't make damage, hopefully. Here's my lapping stick, because I knew he was going to lose his. Better be prepared or not with my 6-inch scale so I can do some real reading. This is for ring removal and installer. Piston rings. Valve seal puller. Lapping compound for the lapping stick. Crank turning tool, which we might be needing, I don't know. I'm going to take the head off and primary also have access to it. This here is for knocking out old style wheel bearings, which are somewhere buried in here. So this is an intake manifold Allen remover. I haven't used this one yet to see if it works good or not. So these are pretty nice. Lang tool makes these. That's who that was now, or is it K? Yeah, I think it's Lang. K&S is the old brand. Lang owns them. So this is the rocker box removal one for Evo. I like that a lot. This one here is a Torx head. This is the exhaust bracket on the twin cam exhaust pipe bracket for getting the bolt off, supposedly. Once again, I haven't used it yet. They don't put their name on it anymore. Nice.
You happy with the product?
Jaw puller, very common to use for a lot of things. This is a swing arm, jam swing arm bushing removing installer for the older stuff, which I don't think we're going to be using. This is 82 through probably 03. So we have the newer style stuff now, so it's probably going to be a different tool, but we'll find out. There's my zip gun. Angus and Rand, 230 foot-pounds of torque. Very nice tool, I love that thing. This is another intake manifold wrench for getting into the bottom and the top. The Evo. Bundus makes this, but this, actually I got this from Harley. It's one of their tools. Torque wrench for 3/8 tools, torque wrench for 1/4 inch preset. Adjusting. New style flashlight. And the big wrench.
I can back up pretty easy by myself, Fred.
Trying to hit me back here? Got a road turd up my butt. So, I think this is for turning over an M8 and a late twin cam tank, which we don't have because that's an early bike. 5-speed versus 6-speed. Here's some gym stuff here. Oh, this is the puller for pulling a seal off the main shaft on a 5-speed. And install the seal in high gear, which we will be doing. So we'll definitely be trying that out. Hopefully that works. Here is the wheel bearing puller for twincam bearing. Now that works. Now they're going to drop this thing. I don't like that. That's dangerous. Anyway, this knocks out the Timken race. There's one in here right now, so we got bad wheel bearings in that FLHT right there. So that's a Timken bearing. So this is going to be the new bearing installer and mover. Got some die grinders in to do some die grinding work. Here's the pushing tool for this, so you don't damage any of your snap. Whatever you're pushing on, you don't damage it. Very important. This is some kind of a cam. Main drive gear bearing installing tool. I'm not sure, never used it, so we'll see how that works. Here's Dad's seal installer for the 5th gear. This is Jim's tube. They just got a tube. We got a tube with a hammer now, so you hit with a hammer, you know, something like one of these, and boom, boom, boom. So we'll see which one we're going to try to use. So I like Dad's better than Jim's stuff, but we'll see. Here's another intake manifold wrench for getting in there between the cylinders real easy. It's got the offsets, and this actually does work pretty good. Got a lot of different tools. So we got this one, and this one. These are all intake manifold removing tools. Just for the one bolt, because the other one's hex head. That's the upper one. More towels. Next I get all my die grinders for doing a little light porting. And then the last tool is trapdoor removing tool without taking the tranny off the bike. Out of the bike. So this allows you to get the trap door off and keep the main shaft and stuff in there. So I think I'm going to try this out to see if it'll work after we pull the gears out, but I haven't used this one yet, so I don't know. I've only had it for 25 years. So anyway, there's all the tools he brought with us, so that's all I brought. So if we need more than that, we're going to have to get a sledgehammer and jackhammer and just go for it. We'll see how it works. Is it dark outside again? So we got this bike, that bike to work on, and then there's a little Harley in the back, a little 73, lightweight, 90, I think. This one's going to be a lot of work. We're pulling the whole ass end out of this thing and top end off, and a lot of work. All right, that's it for now.